Once again, we have been burying more of our holy IDF soldiers. More young lives lost over the past few days in Gaza. These are not just names. These are our sons, our brothers, our friends, warriors who gave everything to protect the Jewish people and the whole freedom-loving world against an evil Islamo-Nazi force spreading around the world like wildfire. The pain is unbearable. It never ends. And while our soldiers are being buried, while mothers cry at gravesides and fathers hold back their shattered hearts, I received the shocking and disturbing news that my friend Hillel Fuld, brother of my fallen friend Ari Fuld, Hashem Yikom Damo, may God avenge his blood, has been banned from entering Australia to speak at a MDA event. Why? Because Hillel speaks the truth. Because he exposes the genocidal hatred behind October 7th, because he calls out the media for spreading lies and modern-day blood libels against Israel and the Jewish people. In 2025, a Jew is punished by a country, Australia, for telling the truth, while those who cheered on the slaughter of our people on October 7th are welcomed into Australia with open arms. Australia claims, the government claims, that Hillel will make Muslims unsafe, while it's jihadi Muslims who are making life unsafe for all of humanity, including in Australia. The world is truly upside down right now. And yet here in Israel, the mainstream media and a tiny group of leaders from the political left scream that Prime Minister Netanyahu and his government are to blame for everything, hardly ever blaming our Islamo-Nazi enemies. That we must end this war now, that there is no victory to this war, that it's a political war in order for Netanyahu to stay alive, that every soldier's loss is for naught. But the hypocrisy surrounding Netanyahu and this war, it's maddening. There is nothing more hypocritical or absurd than those who accuse Netanyahu of failing to destroy Hamas before October 7th, and then in the same breath accuse Netanyahu of being too determined to destroy Hamas today, after October 7th, demanding that he now surrender to Hamas to end the war. An entire political camp in Israel, growing smaller by the day, has built their narrative on this delusion that, quote, we'll destroy Hamas later, that now is not the time, that if we just show restraint and surrender, we will be able to free our hostages who remain in Gaza and then be able to destroy Hamas on another day. It's a lie, a dangerous, deadly lie. Because here's the truth, that will never happen later. Not just because Hamas is demanding irreversible guarantees from the United Nations Security Council that Israel can never attack again, but because if we as a nation do not have the will to destroy Hamas after they raped our women, slaughtered our families, burned our babies alive, we will never have that will. Right after October 7th, we as a nation had that will, right, left, center. Immediately after October 7th, even the most vocal of the political left here in Israel voiced the need to destroy Gaza and get rid of all Gazans, like even Yair Golan and Yisrael Ziv, two of the most local anti-Netanyahu voices. But as the war continued, they deny saying those sentiments. And today they both preach weakness and surrender wrapped in anti-Netanyahu government messages. No more unity to defeat an enemy. Instead, spreading messages against fellow Jews in Israel, like the national religious public, for being messianic. Leaders of the political left hijack the very real hostage issue using emotional manipulation that is demoralizing their own followers and soldiers, while we are still in the middle of a war that we must win with total victory to protect all Israelis. We all must stop playing games with our future. And still, even now, as we fight for our very survival, people dare to claim that Netanyahu is on purpose continuing this war in order to stay in power, right? For political reasons. No, not at all. And it is appalling that people on the political left dare speak like this. This war is taking longer because Prime Minister Netanyahu is doing everything in his power to bring the remaining hostages home. From the start, that's been his strategy. He's been balancing the impossible since day one, leading a war to destroy a death cult, an Islamo-Nazi death cult, while also trying to protect innocent lives, including our own, and save all the hostages. That has meant pauses in the fighting, ceasefires, delays in operation, all to try to save lives. And all this, even though Netanyahu's own base, his own political base, is against his constant agreements for talks to achieve ceasefires to save hostages drop by drop, not even all at once. Netanyahu's base has wanted a quick and total victory since day one. And it's been very frustrating. And you've heard this from me in other programs, that he is prolonging the battle. But to claim that Netanyahu wants a long war for his political survival and dismiss his efforts, that it's all being done to save the hostages, this is not about Netanyahu. This is not about politics. This is about the survival of the Jewish people, about whether we still have the moral spine to defeat evil when it rears its head. This is our moment. If we, the Jewish people, back down now, like the political left on the Yair Golans and the Israel Zivs, after everything and this war, we might as well just write Hamas's next charter ourselves, because they will have another day to use their terror tunnels to terrorize and kidnap us if we don't totally destroy them now. And it also empowers all of our enemies around the world. We are not occupiers. We are not aggressors. We are the descendants of Jewish warriors, and we are fighting for the one and only homeland of the Jewish people. We are fighting for life, for truth, for a future where our children do not have to grow up building safe rooms, memorizing rocket drill protocols, for a future where there are no Islamo-Nazi enemies in our midst to terrorize us or kidnap us. And yes, if we do so and finish this war with total victory like we're supposed to, the world will scream, the media will lie, countries will forbid our entry, the cowards will demand we retreat and end this war without victory to protect ourselves and deter our enemies. Let them scream. We move forward with strength, with clarity, and yes, with tears in our eyes, even as we pay the price we have to pay. We know truth, justice, and morality is on our side, because we're up against an Islamo-Nazi enemy, and we will fight until victory, because the fallen are watching. The hostages are still waiting. And Jewish history is being written in these very moments, and one day our children will ask us, what did we do to end this war? Whether we stood tall, whether we finished the job, whether we had the courage to win and protect all of us, for now and for the future, as we had to with total victory. Or whether we allowed our enemies to beat us by ignoring reality out of moral weakness from a tiny minority of our own. May we rise to that call. Am Yisrael Chai, the Jewish people live, is not just a slogan. It's a sacred oath. And God is always providing the miracles that ensure that we survive no matter what. But He's also expecting us to do what we have to do to protect ourselves, with or without His miracles. It's up to us. He's given us our homeland back miraculously. Every day of our existence is a miracle. He's given us an army that allows us to protect ourselves with the ups and downs and the things we still have to correct within that army. He's given us everything to be able to survive and thrive. And it's up to us to own our identity, to take the bull by the horns and move forward as a proud Jewish people, as sovereign in our ancestral homeland, getting rid of evil, saving our hostages, as many as we can, and getting rid of evil. We will accomplish both. That is our purpose in being the Jewish people and spreading morality and standing up against evil in order to help the rest of the world empower themselves to do exactly the same. Am Yisrael Chai. If you are not yet a subscriber to our daily, belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect, truthful videos about Israel, the Jewish people, and the freedom-loving world, what are you waiting for? Go to pulsevisual.com and click to subscribe today. And yes, we are a donor-based operation. We need your donations for support in order to make these videos and get our videos seen and do all the work we do. So every once in a while, whether a large donation or a small donation, just go to pulsevisual.com and click on the donate button. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.